technology impact on your business? When we talk about overcapacity, when we talk about customers going all over the place, then coming back to the place where they start, all moves into customer insights and big data, and how technology can help you slice and dice that data. Let's start with the technology business of the company. How do you use technology beyond the transaction to understand customers better and sell what they want?
See, technology over the years have evolved. Olden times we had to have a server, we had to have a server room, air conditioned on 24 hours. Now that has gone beyond that, and we have cloud services offering, very good reputed companies offering you cloud services, where it has enabled a lot of people to come in and be in the technology space for doing their business. It's become more affordable. And then in terms of broadbands, in terms of data usage, your data charges, this all come down thanks to telecom on improving the infrastructure as well as bringing down the rates again thanks to the population. So that all these things have actually combined, enabled businesses to focus on technology. But again, when you talk about technology, you have to have a strong ERP, you have to have a strong, platform so that people can actually work on your online space. Again, when it comes to technology, artificial intelligence is a big factor. Other than the infrastructure and other than the talent that you actually invest, artificial intelligence has played a huge role in terms of creating a lot of marketing tools for whether it's offline or online. It gives you customized offers to your customer. Once you buy something from an online player, he becomes a captive customer, and you get to know his buying patterns, and based on his buying patterns, he may be buying only once in a week. So you don't have to actually flood him with SMSs and notifications. You can actually analyze his buying pattern and send his preferences on his buying pattern mode. So it has helped a lot in marketing, remarketing, and whatnot. There are lots of things, and yet more to come. Every year technology evolves. This year you think you have invested everything on technology, next year you'll have a totally different thing in technology. It's actually, somebody else the other day had visited me, and he was actually focusing more on the offline retailers, where once you Google something, sometimes I'm sitting in Whitelaw, Chakraparamba, and I'm typing on cycle, then the nearest offline store will come to you. Like the nearest offline store would be the Catalogue. So these guys power them to. So this technology doesn't actually help only the online players. It actually helps the offline also, because world over, even in developed countries, the online percentage penetration is only 20%, 80% still with offline, and in India it's just 2%. It's just 15 billion the online space. So talking about technology plays a huge impact. Technology has actually created a lot of convenience. Convenience is a big factor that has come in because of technology. And as Sir said in the initial space, the price wars. So the consumer is actually benefiting out of the price wars, and getting products very, very inexpensively. So that is what I can say about that.
What is the level of data analytics that you do?
See, what happens is we use a lot of little bit AI here, and IoT is also there in the shopping center now. Data analytics also is being carried out. Now, going back to the fact that organized retail was well prepared for most of these hiccups which happened, and they are prepared for more. Why? Because the day the demonetization happened, and we saw that consumers came to our shopping centers, and normally consumers are using 75% of their spends are from cards. That went up to 95%. Paytm said 435% spike in their transactions. So we realized that the people were ready. Now, when GST happened, so what was happening is we have 1,500 vendors who are working with us. So we aligned these 1,500 vendors, and in 15 days period, we had external help which came in, and we ensured that the mall store opened on the day. Though we understood, and we also had to get in, talk to these big suppliers, because what big suppliers did is some suppliers pulled out their stock out of the market. Some suppliers liquidated the stock. We ensured that the stock was available, the stickers were changed. We suffered a 5% down on the cost, but we still ensured that the customer got it, because the GST made it 18%, which was 15%, and for luxury products it went up to 28%. So there was the shock which happened, but what was happening is we were prepared. Now coming back to your question to the data analytics, now what is happening is you need to do that data analytics to ensure that what you stock. Otherwise, we do not keep more than 15 days stock with us. Now, the biggest problem for every retailer which happens is he has a lot of stock available with him and he can't sell it. Even H&M is facing the same issue, that a lot of fashion is lying with them and they're not able to liquidate it. Unless you don't do analytics of this data, you do not know what is selling and what is not selling. And secondly, what is happening is you need to, today consumers want information. Consumers spend a lot of time, they will sit on the store and Google it out, and especially for the phones and TV panels and all of these things they do. So you need to have analytics software. And then AI is definitely needed. Why? Because if you do not use it, then you can't predict. You have to customize your customers' needs, because from what their shopping patterns is, what you have to customize. IoT is done by, because we can recognize a consumer from his number plate system. So you use that with the beacons, you push the offers back to him and give it to him. So we are not doing everything what is available, but the e-commerce guys have done it very well. They can track you. They can track you online, they can track you offline. Now with Facebook, I think everyone knows after that what happened to Zuckerberg, and everyone is understanding what all they did. Actually, now they are understanding what all they did with us. So some people said I'm quitting it. So they're actually in control of you. They can tell you that what time, like other day someone said that, they were tracking your purchases so much that they even send some things to this girl, and this father was amazed that father didn't know actually the girl was pregnant. So because the store knew that, because she was buying it. Target store. Yeah. So my point is that we need to do it, and but coming back to the fact that are we having too many? The organized retail is still 9%, it's 7%. So my point is in other countries it's 80%. So there is an opportunity to go.
How many people walk into your store? What do you know about them through it?
Because we are trying to monitor the car parking system, everything is being done, and the cloud, everything is available, and the kind of money you need to spend, for these products year by year, will not be equivalent to whatever we may earn, because in a big format store like us, maybe if you want to sell 2 lakh, 3 lakh, or 5 lakh pieces per year or more, the cost. You are buying, 5 years back, you're buying a shirt for 2,000 rupees. Now maybe you buy for 3,000 or 2,500 or 3,500. You are not buying for 10,000 on an average, for sure. So, according to the market condition, you need to buy at 10,000 because the wages have gone up, the prices have gone up, and so the inventory to be maintained, you will be paying back that margin to me so that I can sustain myself. When I am not given that amount back, your GCC recession, everything, GST, demonetization, whatever you call it, everybody spends less, generally. So, your profit margin is not going up every year. And scrutinizing all these pieces, applying an inventory tag on everything, will itself, ask for 75 paise onwards. So, how much money would you give me to do this? Going to the cloud, okay, give me 40-50 lakhs. Okay, and now, converting this, I'll suffer 6 months so that I'm faced with a newer program the next year. So, am I being paid back for all this so that I can maintain? And 2, the customer satisfaction level doesn't stay wherever it needs to. Because I know the levels I should be having. I cannot maintain there because the customer satisfaction doesn't remain there at all. They are never satisfied. and your prime objective is to satisfy the customer. So you take a risk, as Mr. Deepak Mumbai said, you take a risk and hold and keep your head high above waters. Okay, let me satisfy the customer at least. Satisfying yourself is out of question. Now let me satisfy the customer at least. So, you cannot be perfect in everything. You cannot.
So, somebody like you is trying to get onto the e-commerce market and trying to sell online or not?
Yes, it's worth a smile. I have done it many times, because I need to stock some products. I'm not a vendor who may want to buy from Tom, Dick and Harry and sell it to somebody. I'm a alternate system, so I want to be like that also. You cannot go to everybody to give you one product. If you have given that facility, yes I can. And if I want to sell my own product, I need to stock it. And how many pieces I can stock? You need pictures, you need to change it every often, the pictures need to be good, the Instagram pictures go, what all. And how many pictures I can take, how expensive is it, how can the company maintain that? Somebody shows the best picture, maybe that's all what he spends. I have to spend on my pictures, I have to spend on my inventory, I have to spend on my customer satisfaction, I have to spend on my staff satisfaction, and even if I spend on my e-commerce, I can. Where am I going to be? Not that I don't want to.